I'm Albert Towell from Summer Associate Hub, and this is Practice in P0.1 Recruiting Edition, where we talk to hiring partners and recruiting directors all about BigLaw recruiting in under 6 minutes or 0.1 billable hours. All right, so tell us your name, your title, and where you work.
Sure. My name is Natasha Zech. I'm the Director of Attorney Recruiting, Diversity, and Development at Williams Connolly out of our lone office in Washington, D.C.
Amazing. So let's start off. What are the 3 most important things that you look for when hiring law students?
So first is collegiality. I know everyone's going to think that it's grades, but it's actually collegiality. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're an extrovert, right? We are looking for people who are going to be good colleagues and good team players, because that, there are lots of smart people who may not necessarily be the best team players. That's actually what we're looking for most. Someone who's curious, not just about the law or classes, but even activities outside of law school. We're looking for people who are a little bit more well-rounded, and certainly thoughtfulness about why they want to pick the firm that they're interviewing with, whether it's us or someone else. And being able to speak in an interview, and certainly on paper with some sort of enthusiasm for what it is that you're bringing to the table is something that we really look for.
Great. So what are the most common mistakes that law students make during the recruiting process?
I would say not treating the whole process like an interview. From the time that you send an email with your application to the time maybe you're booking your travel for an in-person interview, to maybe greeting a receptionist, to someone you pass in the elevator, and not just the substance of the interview, treating the whole process like an interview, because people are watching. Certainly at our firm, we are very much doing in-person interviews, and back to the earlier point about looking for good colleagues, we want to make sure that people are kind and thoughtful and respectful in every part of the process.
Absolutely. So if a law student is interested in a firm, what is the best thing that the student could do aside from just bidding on the firm as part of OCI?
Talking to the people who have the job that you want. I think this is where law school can be super, super helpful, whether it's through a journal, through affinity groups, not just your career services, although that's a wonderful resource. I'm not sure, about the Texas market, but I'm interested in it. And talking to upperclassmen who've had the job at the firms and in the locations that you want, in the practice areas that might interest you, can really kind of make the experience feel a little bit more tangible, as opposed to something that you kind of just read about in a website, where, if I'm honest, a lot of the firm websites do look pretty similar when you're in the when you're in the early investigation stage of researching firms.
Okay, so what is the most important advice that you would give a law student regarding choosing a firm?
So to take a holistic approach in looking at the firm as well as what you bring to the table, right? It's not just about the vault prestige ranking or where your law school is telling you to go because your grades are X, Y, and Z. Thinking about, do you have a good commercial intelligence? Have you contacted people from this law firm before? What's the size of the firm? The practice area where you want, is it in the city that you want to be in? Are there other factors on your resume, your job experience? Are you a diverse professional, first generation professional? Taking a holistic approach and actually mapping that out, I think can give you a better picture of what firm might ultimately be a good fit for you, versus a place that you think you should go to because maybe just your friends are all interviewing there. I think will help you ultimately find the right fit.
Okay, so now is a chance to plug the firm before we wrap up. I have to, give you that. So why should a law student choose Williams Connolly?
There are a lot of factors floating out online about why you should pick a firm, because of their beautiful office or their prestige or the comp, and those are all real things, and things that we, like many other big firms, have. But at your core, you want a firm that's not going to just have a pretty office or align with your political values or because all your friends are working there. You want a firm that will train you to be a good lawyer, and Williams Connolly is a law firm for lawyers. And so if you want to learn how to do that in the trenches with people who are the best at what they do and who are our fantastic colleagues, this is the place for you.
Amazing. Great insight, as always, from Natasha Zech from Williams Connolly. Thanks so much for joining us.
Happy to be here. Thanks.